What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I appreciate you all tuning in, and I hope you all are having a great day. So, fragrance appreciation today, right? So, this fragrance, I saw that somebody online was selling a decan of this. It was my boy, Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. If he watches this video, he knows who he is. Solid dude. Made a nice and easy, smooth transaction, and shipping and packaging was handled very well. So shout out to my boy Aaron. Salute to you for mailing this 10 ml decant of Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. So yes, ladies and gents, that's what this fragrance is right here. I believe it's discontinued, so that's why I wanted to pull the trigger on this decant to see how it smelled like, right? And you know, I got to give my honest opinion on this, right? And you know, I was very intrigued by this fragrance, which is why, you know, I wanted to buy this decant, right? And I don't know, to me it's like, it smells pleasant, right? Okay, to me it smells pleasant. And so what I get from the opening, because I had already sprayed this on earlier, about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, before I started recording this video, because I did want to get a good wearing out of it again. This is my second time wearing the fragrance. First time being the first time I received, when I first received it in the mail, I wore it then. And at the time, I was kind of like, meh, about it, right? But, you know, I'm giving it a second time, and you know, it's a little bit of an intriguing scent, but it's not like, it wasn't love at first sniff for me. It didn't really blow me out of this world. You know, it didn't really, it didn't amaze me, right? I looked at the note breakdown on this, right? And so there's myrrh and patchouli and amber and some vanilla, some sandalwood, some leather, and some vetiver, right? And that's mainly what I get out of this fragrance. I wouldn't say this is like a projection beast, but this does have good sillage. I noticed the first time I wore this, and I've been noticing here faintly too, the second time that I'm wearing it, that when I go to smell it off my skin, to me, I don't like it doesn't smell all that great, but when I smell it in the air, it smells better to me. Yeah, this does leave a good scent trail, I'll say that. I get like this fresh linens vibe, like this fresh, clean linen vibe, like when I smell it in the air. And like, I guess that's the scent trail that I'm leaving, you know, when I'm walking. I think that's the kind of the scent trail that I'm leaving behind. But I went on Fragrantica. I wanted to point this out, you know, I went on Fragrantica, guys, before, you know, I decided to pull the trigger on this decant. And you know, I was reading the reviews and looking at the ratings in it, and you know, there was just a lot of, there was pretty much just, you know, quite a bit of hype about it, just saying how good it was. And I think on Fragrantica it has like a 4.40 rating, right, out of 5, which, you know, is pretty solid rating, pretty good rating, right? And I don't know, I just thought, I kind of expected more out of it, right? In my opinion. That's just my opinion. I get Calvin Klein vibes from this. Not in a bad way, just, you know, Calvin Klein's a good scent and all, you know, no disrespect on Calvin Klein. It's just, you know, but at the same time, it is a common scent, right? when you go to like Macy's, or your rack stores even, and you see like the gift sets, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be seeing like the Calvin Klein ones out there, right? And I mean, you don't want to be smelling like your average Joe, right? At least I know I don't. But just, this is, I guess, an intriguing scent, but not like in a blow me out of this world type of way, I don't know. I'd give this fragrance a 3.5 out of 5 maybe. I don't know. I would say it's slightly above average in my opinion. Because Prada, the House of Prada, it is a solid line, guys. I have Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, and which is basically like a much smoother and much more refined version of Dior Sauvage, in my opinion. And yeah, Luna Rossa Carbon is a great scent, guys. I recommend that one from the House of Prada. That's a popular one as well. And Prada Black is another popular one too that I hear a lot of great things about. And then just like, like the Prada Luna Rossa Sport and so on and so forth, like I've tried, quite a bit from their house. And I mean, and Prada L'Homme too. Prada L'Homme with the heavy iris note in it, that smells great too, guys. I highly recommend that one. So yeah, being that they have a pretty solid line of fragrances, that's the other reason why I decided to get this decant and to try it. But just in my opinion, guys, overall, I feel like this is kind of it's a little above average, I'll say that. I do think it's like a nighttime scent too, because like, okay, to bring it back to the scent profile, it opens up with like that myrrh and patchouli, right? That myrrh kind of gives it that incensey vibe too, right? And so yeah, you got that incensey vibe, and then you have the patchouli. The patchouli starts to come in. This is heavy on patchouli, and then I think kind of like that suede and that leather starts to come in, as it's in the mid. Before it starts to dry down, that suede and that leather vibe starts to come in, and it's starting to blend with that amber and that patchouli. And then when it dries down, I get a lot of vetiver now. Like, it's heavy on vetiver. So to me, man, guys, this is like a older gentleman's. This is definitely like a mature type of scent, dressed up, I would say. Yeah, that's pretty pleasant, right? So that's Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense, guys. That's just my opinion. That's my review on it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So I got more fragrances coming soon too that I'm excited to review for you guys. I just ordered 2 fragrances from Dua. I ordered the Killer Royal Chariot Instinct, which is Thierry Mugler's pure malt mixed with Parfum de Marly's Leighton. Like, yo, that's gonna be fire. And I got that fragrance from Dua, which is one of their new releases. And then I got Bleu de Dua Attar, which is like their Beast Attar version of Bleu de Chanel Parfum. So I'm looking forward to getting those fragrances that I just ordered, guys. I'll be reviewing them too. I'm sure they're going to be bangers. So that's all I have for you guys today. Appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Peace.